Hello, you beautiful people, past, present, and yes, and those in the future. Welcome back to a new stream. Welcome, friends. Hope all of you are having a fantastic day. Hope everything is going well. And today, you guys on the Discord ended up choosing Yugioh, Duelist of Roses. Yes. We're back to playing this, but things are a little bit different. Last time we completed the game with, I think it was a water deck. It has been a while, and I knew water had something to do with it. But today, we're going to be playing, as you can probably see from, right here, we're playing dragons today. So, this was one of my, just like side ones that I wanted to just pull up. And just kind of like, we're going to be playing with the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And since I do have him at the highest, the absolute highest tier of excellence here, we've got ourselves some abilities. So we have increased movement, not for our units, but we have increased movement for our deck master, which is great. So that way we could just zoom around the battlefield, have much wider range to place units and just kind of like have that flexibility, as well as probably the most important one here, level cost reduction for summoning same type. Now that includes any dragons we have in our deck. The cost is reduced by 2 stars. So Blue Eyes White Dragon, who is normally an 8-star monster, is actually a 6-star monster now, and so on and so forth, which is fantastic. I love it. It is very nice that that this ability exists. And on a normal playthrough, this would not be possible, because Secretary of Defense is one of those prestiges that not can't be achieved in game, or at least not unless you take several hours to do it. Whereas in this Redux mod, a lot has changed. The ability to increase the ranking of your monsters has drastically increased. All the monsters, well, maybe not all the monsters, but a good majority of the monsters either have new effects or reduced or gained effects, depending on what they are. Because I know, especially some of the the Uber cards now are just so broken. The ones involving Crush Card Virus, so broken. But let's take a look at our deck. What are we playing? So of course our deck leader is the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and we have 3 copies of him. We have the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. This is our ace in the hole. If we can get him out, we pretty much win, because not many cards can get over a 4,500 beater, and even if they do, that's scary. But we do have ways of increasing his attack power as well, just in case. We also got Meteor Black Dragon, and you're going to see a lot of Fiends in this deck, because I don't have that many dragons, so I just kind of stuffed the deck with some low-cost fodder, because the idea is just to search through the deck until we get to our major hitters, and then just kind of go from there. But there are some additions that actually do help with the strategy. Hourglass of Life. If my life points is higher than 1,000 at the moment this card is destroyed, a maximum of 4 monsters with the highest attacks from both graveyards are revived under the player's controls. Following the revival, my life points is reduced by 1,000. So it's a mass monster reborn if this gets destroyed, which means we can bring back our Blue Eyes White Dragons. We can bring back our Ultimate Dragon if it's destroyed. It's very nice. Let me see here. What else we got that I added? This Starboy. I'm going to call him Starboy. Basically, Starboy has the ability, my own light monsters, when this is put face up in the field, it gets 300 attack and defense. Already pretty good, especially when it comes to the Blue Eyes White Dragon, because 3,000 is already high enough, but having 3,300 attack, they're going to need to use resources in order to get rid of them. Karibo's here, just for distractions. So the bigger ones, we actually are using traps more. Now, in the base game, you really didn't use traps all too often, because 1, they were kind of hard to get, and 2, they're few and far between that, at least in the base game, were actually good. But luckily, we managed to get a few. We got Mesmer Control, being able to spellbind a card, meaning that they're stunned for a turn, and it reduces his attack and defense points by 800 points. That's awesome. That's great. invisible wire. If any monster comes within contact of this limited range trap, it gets destroyed if it has 3,000 or lower attack. Pretty nice. And then two negate attacks to be... Oh, I spit. Oops. Two negate attacks to be able to help us out should, there is, if by chance that there is a card that is going to be just hard to get over. But before we continue with the game itself, we've got ourselves a reincarnation. Now in this game, reincarnation means that we can sacrifice one card to be able to get 3 cards of a similar value, or like a similar power. So for instance, I have an extra copy of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use reincarnation on the Blue Eyes Ultimate. What do we get? What do we get? Okay, we got Idol. Okay. Did we really get 2? I was hoping for a dragon. I was really hoping for... Ooh, okay, hang on. Enchanted Javelin. Ooh, that's a 70 in this one. Fairy monsters automatically destroy fiend monsters in battle. Okay. The opposing enemy's attack effects are rendered ineffective. So next time we get a reincarnation, we can sacrifice this to get something better. It's sad to see that my ultimate kind of got wasted because of the 2 idols. But let's take a look at those idols. Let's see what they could do. What's it called? It's called the Kara Idol. Let me just go by new. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Should be... Oh, here it is. Here it is. So, Karo Idol, it is an immortal monster. Yes, immortals are a new type with this game. So this is, now, all these immortal cards have the effect that they are unaffected by, Crush Card Virus. Transforms adjacent spaces into crushed terrain when this card is destroyed by battle. That's nice. When this card enters a turn face up and in defense position, all cards are drawn 1 space towards... okay. Interesting. So we could potentially pull the opponent's cards, like, towards us. Okay, that's something to really keep in mind as we do this. Alright, let's go and get started now with the battle. So, the reason why I titled this stream, Too Much Water, is because of this boy right here, Mako Tsunami. He is pretty annoying, and in this game, water decks, like water strategies, are pretty OP. Like, he has a lot of cards that can change the terrain. He's got a lot of abilities that either reduce my attack or increase his own, and it is a very scary deck. So let's go ahead and fight against him. Not to mention, his battlefield is almost entirely made of water spaces. So we're already at a sort of disadvantage here. So our goal is to get our ultimate dragon and just kind of go from there. Let's see here. Okay, so what I can do is I'm going to go ahead and do this, and this. I'm going to keep my Starboy right here. I'm going to wait till we get either our Blue Eyes or the ultimate dragon, and just kind of go from there. Let's see what we got. Nothing at all. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put Karibo here. We're gonna try to bait out whatever he's got, because Karibo, like much like his normal game counterpart, he does not take any we could use this effect to where we don't take damage from the battles involving him. Well, it's kind of different, but kind of same. Whatever. So let's go ahead and what do you do? Yeah, same thing as Karibo. So I'm just gonna go ahead and that's a fusion. That's kind of a useless fusion. Let's get rid of it. All right. So, like I said, we're gonna just stock up the board, with what we got. Okay, looks like he's preparing a defensive, so I'm gonna move over here. There's our Blue Eyes White Dragon, and our Meteor Black Dragon, so funny enough, it's not affected by the water terrain, which is nice. but we will be having a disadvantage against water types. If we attack a water type, he will become stun locked, and that's no good. So we need a 6. So why don't we go ahead and not summon for the turn? We're just going to move our units up, and we're just going to bait some things up. We're going to bait his monsters up because we can't take damage from these 2 monsters. At the very least, we can see what he has. Alright, let's see here. Okay, there we go. Meteor Black Dragon. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these. We're gonna set Meteor Black Dragon. Alright. Oh, good! Good Shadow Spell. We got rid of Shadow Spell. That's pretty good. So basically, Shadow Spell spellbinds for 3 turns, and as well as reduces attack and defense, which is great. We don't have to worry about that now. So we do need to be careful about like what he has, because this guy's got a lot of trap cards that reduce and spellbind. Oh, just barely. He just barely got over that Suijin. Let's go. Let's see our Meteor Black Dragon take out this Suijin Kazijin. Yeah, this is Suijin, I believe it is. Let's go! Let's go! Roar! And I'll say, I wish Yu-Gi-Oh! Games did this more often, because I know there's like 10,000 cards. To animate each and every one of them would be crazy. But just imagine like a 3D Yu-Gi-Oh! Game again. You know, with these extra details, you know? That kind of like gives the game life. Yeah, of course, you know, Meteor Black Dragon is spellbound now. But luckily, we can go ahead and see what else we got. Okay. So, what I could do is I'll move Karibo up. Great, we got rid of Tears of the Mermaid. That's what I want to see. That's great. That is fantastic. That is honestly so good. So why don't we go ahead and put X of the Spare here. We're gonna move him over this way. We're gonna bait out, like, just to see like if there's any more traps in the area. I'm afraid of that. I am so afraid of that. Roaring Sea Snake! Yeah, okay, I kind of messed up there. I messed up so badly here. Yeah, 3,500. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, I messed up so badly here. Destiny Draw. I get it. Hang on, excuse me? What is this card? Hang on. Okay, hang on. This is the first I've ever experienced this. I know like the enemy has Destiny drawn for certain things, but I didn't realize that I got it too. Okay, reduces opponent's life points by half and adds it to the reduced hang on, let me reread this. Reduces opponent's life points by half and adds the reduced amount to the powers of all monsters. I'm saving that card. I'm saving that. So why don't we go ahead and do this, and this. Alright, we'll keep them face down for now. And I'm also going to go ahead and flip him up, so that way it increases the power of the blue eyes just a little bit more. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna... There we go. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, he doesn't have the summoning space to move his guys over. Yeah, Ford. You thought that was a monster. Okay. Oh, I am so tempted now. I am really tempted to summon this guy out now. But that's gonna take, like, he's a level, well, normally level 12. He's a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he's level 10 now. Yeah, he's level 10. Okay. So maybe I should just use this now. Reduce an opponent's life points by half. Oh. Oh, it's a power-up card. I thought it was just a regular effect. I thought it was just like a regular spell card. Okay, so now I know. Now I know. Okay. So, why is his attack went down? I thought it was 35. What happened? You know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. His attack is no longer 35? Heck yeah. Boom! 400 life point damage. Nice. Alright, I'm just gonna move over here for now. Alright. Yeah, it's going to violent rain is going to turn everything into water. And luckily, Kuribo takes no damage, so that means I don't lose, which is fine, which is great, which is dandy. Boo, 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 boo. Alright. There we go. I now power up the Blue Eyes White Dragon! Ha 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 ha! Blue Eyes White Dragon is now 5100! Let's go! Let's go! Alright, let's take a look. Let's see. He's whenever damage is inflicted and life point in battle, the damage of the amount is reduced to 0. Alright, let's see. Oh, there we go. We're baiting it out. We're baiting out all the trap cards now. Great. Let's get rid of all the trap cards. Let's get rid of all of them that we can, and then go for the offensive, because I definitely want to get the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon next turn. Yes, that's really going to help out. Yeah, as long as there's no effect that would push the aggression out too much. There we go. Let's go ahead and no, I'm going to actually keep you. Let's get the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon out. Let's go. Let's go on the offensive. That's honestly, I think I am fine. Okay, I am really. Wait a minute, is this game? Hang on. Oh no, it's 1600. Dang. Okay. Oh, crap basket. Because I'm worried that if he summons a monster, No, not Tears of the Mermaid. Gosh, dang it. Oh, that's okay. He's still 3,900, which that's fine. He's still 3,900. All right. So that way, we got rid of Tears of the Mermaid. So there's just that card. I assume that's another trap. So we just need to go and make sure that we're not going to be disrupted. I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of that now. Negate attack. Dun, 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 dun. Man, we are so. Man, this is coming close to the wire now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Mesmeric Control over near Meteor Black Dragon. Let's move our Blue Eyes. We're going to move our unit there. Okay. Alright. Alright, so no effect, you know, hey, we don't take any damage, that's great. Honestly though, like these cards that take no damage is really good for like baiting out the traps and get them out of here. Let's see here. What do we got? Transforms all to zombies when the flips of it. Spellbound, you know, Why don't I go ahead and bait out this guy with that? We're gonna move the Blue Eyes ultimate. We still gotta wait 2 more turns for Meteor Black Dragon. At the very least, we are protected. At the very least, we are protected in this. Oh, you're going to go after him. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, go after him. I don't care. Let's see here. I don't like how these monsters are the way they are. Hey, Jacob, how's it going? Yes, I shall hydrate. I've got myself some tea. Hashtag not sponsored. Hope you have a fantastic night. Welcome, welcome. Playing a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! I am not in the lead, but I do have strength advantage here. Yeah, we're gonna keep him in defense. We're gonna move the Blue Eyes ultimate right there. We're gonna move our Blue Eyes right there. And then let's go ahead and bait out whatever these enemies are gonna be. I'm already at my maximum. Okay, so I gotta be careful then. Yeah, let's move Dark Prisoner up. Oh, ooh. I don't know how. I don't know if I like that. Yep, that's fine. I don't care if we get rid of him because I already got my effect off. So I mean, he's just kind of an extra. You're spellbound. Oh, for some reason, light is effective against water. I mean, I'm not complaining, but all right. I'm gonna move you over there. Now let's go ahead and get these guys out of here. So we're gonna do that, and that. I'm gonna move you right there. Gonna move the Blue Eyes there. Move the ultimate right here. Because we're gonna try to trap them in. Let's go. Wait a minute. I think I can win this. 900 attack. I think I can win this, maybe. We'll see. Yumi, you know what? That's fine. Yeah, he's not moving. I can win with Blue Eyes ultimate. Let's go! Let's go! Blue Eyes ultimate. Finish him. Woo! That's nice. That's so nice. That is so good. That's so satisfying. All right. And now you're gonna see me. You're going to see me save scum. I know. Save scumming on a PS2? I know. But listen, guys, this is a very hard mod, and even the creator said, don't be afraid to, you know, just go and do that. You know, don't be afraid to just, you know, save scum if you need to. So let me see. I want to use the mermaid. There we go. I want to use the mermaid. Save again. Okay, here we go. Nope. Nope, that wasn't it. Nope, I keep getting the octopus. That's not it. Nope, why do I keep getting the Okay, I already got one of you. Nope. Take the gambling out of gambling. I really want the I don't want the octopus! Or you. Why can't I swear the game is just... Wow, game. Wow. Okay. Let me try the circle. Nope. I swear the game is just testing my patience here. I swear the game just doesn't want me to get this mermaid tier. Oh, hang on. Maybe I could get the top row. Maybe I could get the top row. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to get the 3 in a row. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's gonna be the stream, guys. We want the special cards. We want all the special cards. Come on, 2 in a row. We just need 3. I don't want the fake trap. Why is the octopus always causing us issues? Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what? 1, 2. Look, I'm gonna try a couple more times, and then if not, I'll stick with what I got. I think this game's cheating though. It knows. It knows. Wait, 1. Okay, one more. You know what? Fine. Let's at least get Sangha or whatever. Or not Suijin. But let's at least get Suijin. All right. There we go. See? What? No Suijin? Fine. I'll get the Kraken. Whatever. Fine. As long as I don't have to face Mako Tsunami again. Ah! You are something else. I've never dreamed I'd lose a duel on the sea. As a promise, I guess a promise is a promise. I'll deliver you to the shores of Bologna. Bologna. Boulogne. French names. Success, you enter France. Ha, I've entered France. Alright, who's gonna be our French opponent? Hey, it's Joey Wheeler! You know, the most popular Frenchman in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, that's what... we all know Joey's French, you know. Alright, oh, hey, now loading. So we did get some new cards. We did get Tears of the Mermaid, which is nice. Disposable Trap that spell binds and decreases strength by 600, which is great. So why don't we get rid of some of these weaker monsters that we're never going to use? So let's get rid of... Where's weather control? Yeah, that's a terraforming card, so let's get rid of... let's get rid of you. Okay, we're going to put a Tears of the Mermaid. Great. Fantastic. That's great. That's dandy. Alright, here we go. I am Joey, Duelist. I believe you've been looking for me. In England, I'm known as Christopher Uswick. But I'll be the best remembered as the slayer of the Rose Duelist. Yep, you'll be remembered as that, Don't forget your French. Or English. Whatever. Oh, okay, Joey's got some 2 road spaces and and we do love the mountains. Because we be dragons. Dragons love mountains. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and get rid of some of these cards, because we do not... Oh, that's a fusion? Oh, Mystical Sands. Yeah, we don't need Mystical Sands. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and... Oh, I discovered Grave Robber. Nice! That's interesting. Alright, Joey, what you got for me? A fusion? I imagine that's Thousand Dragon with a power-up card. Oh boy, I'm scared. But hey, luckily I've got Invisible Wire, just in case. That's not good. What's this? When this card is face up on defense position, reduces opponent summoning power. Yeah, I could definitely do that. So why don't I move down here for now, move that over there. Pass my turn. Yep, that's powerful. That's mighty powerful, Joey. Alright, so let's get rid of all these monsters. Said you in defense mode. Oh, apparently that's a fusion. Kamui Dragon. Oh, man, I wish I actually had that. Alright, here we go. So now Joey's monster, like, summoning power is increased by 1 point, meaning that it's going to cost him a lot more to get, like, some of his power cards. Alright, so he just has the movement with his units. Okay, that's fair. Okay, negate attack. Let me go ahead and start moving some of these up. I'll set negate attack in the corner for later. Okay, alright Joey. Alright, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to go on the offensive now. Muyang Curry. Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead and heal for 200. I mean, I'm sure that's fine. I'm gonna keep you face down. Actually, you know what? No, let's go for it. Oh! I knew it was Thousand Dragon. We are just barely stronger than the Thousand Dragon. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's see that animation. What lightning attack? Bye bye, Thousand Dragon. Alright, so that's good. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and move some of these guys up. We're gonna keep on the offensive here. Alright, interesting. Nice. Invisible wire gets rid of your dragon. Alright, so what I got? Ooh, another blue eyes, that's always nice. Let's see, we get 3 per turn. So, you know what? I'm just gonna have my blue eyes go up and attack this face down. Manga Ryu 1? Oh my goodness. Okay. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting Manga Ryu Rain from Joey. So, okay. That's something. That is interesting indeed. Okay. So, Joey, I'm gonna move over here. Just in case he has some shenaniganery. And the fact that he has 1 more extra attack. All I need is all I really need is my Goblin Secret Recipe. Okay, Joey, look. I like you as a duelist, but you can't be healing all the time, okay? That's just cheat. That's called cheating. Only I'm allowed to cheat. Ooh. Yes, let's get some big damage in. Joey, you left yourself open. Look at this. 3,500 damage. Ooh, that's so awesome. That's so good. So much for that healing. Oh, don't run away. Oh, let me guess, another Thousand Dragon. Okay, I see. Sir, sure, draw your last pathetic card. And, oh, look at that, I got myself another monster. That'd be very fun to play. But for now, let's go ahead and get a little aggressive with these strategies. Alright, we're gonna move around the Ryu Ran. Or Manga Ryu, whatever it's called. Bum 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 bada bada bum bum bada bada bum bum bada bada bum 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 bum. Here we go today. Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of these guys for Meteor Black Dragon. Meteor Black Dragon is going to wreck house. Let's go. Nice. So we already saw Meteor Black Dragon's animation. We don't need to see it again. Nice, nice. Alright. Blue eyes over here. I mean, this is a tune area, so I imagine, let's move blue eyes up one, and then set you there. Alright. Oh, what you got? What you got there, Joey? I will move you there. Mesmer control. I see. That sucks. How dare you? And this is flipped. All cards are shifted to attack position. Really? Really now? I might just keep you in the deck, but let's see if this works as I think it's going to. Okay. Let's flip you back to defense, so that way we can get that summon effect. But blue eyes! What?! A 3,400 attack?! Wait a minute, how?! Are you saying that this 1,000 dragon is 3,900 attack? Oh, I am dead. Oh no, I'm not dead. I'm not dead because, you know, he's not in mountain terrain. Oh, that is so stupid. That is so stupid. How? He's... Wait, hang on. He's in a tune area. He's not a tune. Am I seeing things right? Am I seeing this right? Yeah, he's in a tune area. He should not be getting a terrain boost. The game is cheating. The game is cheating. Now look, I know I cheat with the roulette, but you know that's not part of the game. I mean that's just luck based. But this, the game is cheating, guys. I don't like that. I don't like that, Sam. I do not like the green eggs and ham. Oh, thank goodness for that negate attack. Thank goodness for that negate attack. What was it? A Paradragon. Okay, I'm going to be taking some damage here. I am most certainly taking damage here. Ooh. Alright. Honestly, that really sucks. Turns into... Ugh. I'm really looking very hot right now. That's 1,500. Okay. This is getting a little bit worrisome. Okay, I'm gonna keep you there. Let's go ahead and have you attack Paradragon. Because he's man. If he did not use that move on carry, this duel would have been won already. Oh my goodness. Joey with the luck of the cards now. Holy crap. Because I want him to attack my prisoner. My prisoner is going to protect my life points a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. I'm taking no damage. Let's actually take a look at Paradragon's attack. I wonder what it looks like. Okay. Fire Breath. A big fire breath. Okay. Sorry, Dark Prisoner. At least you protected my life points. And now, hang on there. He's now. Maybe kind of move my blue eyes. It's probably going to cost me some. Oh, what was that? Hang on, what was that? What was that? Mimicat! So let's revive and control one card from either graveyard. Yes, we are getting this card. I want this card. I really want Mimicat. I don't know why you have it, but I want it. Let's go. Duel 1. Joey wasn't too bad. I mean, the mountain terrain really did help, but the fact that apparently Thousand Dragon is considered a tune in this mod. What sense does that make? Joey should not have been able to get a terrain boost from that. Alright, there we go. No Mimicat, sadly. Okay, that kind of sucks. Alright, let's go ahead and... what do we got? Paradragon. I would rather have the Mesmer Control. I'd rather have the oh, wait a minute. Manga Ran, though. That's a dragon. That's not the dragon I want. Let's go with Manga Ran. Manga Ran. Manga Ran. There we go. Alright, now... okay, that's great. That's fantastic. Now, let's get the other Manga Ran. Let's get Manga Ran. There we go. Manga Ran and Crab Turtle. Okay, fine. Crab Turtle is there. But we got another dragon that we could summon. We're cheap. That's very nice. I like that. Thank you, Joey. I needed more dragons. There we go. Got the rose card. Who's my next opponent? Alright. Saint Shoddy Morton. That guy don't look like Shoddy. Not one bit. Alright, let's go ahead and... we actually did get Grave Robber. Let's see what that does. Wait a minute, Grave Robber is the same as Mimicat? Select, revive, and control one spell card. Well, it's one spell card. But that's interesting. That is very interesting. So, in theory... we could steal a monster, guys. We could... or a spell. We could steal a spell from our opponent. I mean, Mimicat is better, but we could steal it for our own benefit. Okay. So let's get rid of the terrible. Let's see what else we got. Manga Ran. Okay. Interesting. It is a dragon. Pretty defensive dragon. It's a pretty strong dragon. Let's see, what about, let's get rid of Fiend's Mirror. I like Fiend's Mirror a little bit, but I think Manga Ran is better for our strategy because it turns from a level 7 to a level 5, you know, that way we can use less resources to get him out. You know, he's not going to be the attacker, he's going to be, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I already added Tears of the Mermaid. Okay, good. And yeah, we don't really need anything else. Alright. Our deck size is 979. Let's go. Let's do this. Next duel. Alright, let's see. At last we meet, Duelist. You have soiled the roots of justice with your betrayal. Your mind lacks the seeds of truth. I'm going to start using that from now on. Your mind lacks the seeds of truth. I judge you unworthy and will punish you here now. Should the power of your mind prove weak, you are destined to fall before me. Yeah, let's go. Okay, forest terrain with a little bit of water. Okay, interesting choice. What do we got? Already off to a good start with the Black Dragon, so why don't we go ahead and put a negate attack there, and then we're gonna make the offensive now. We're gonna apply the pressure now that we got Meteor Black Dragon. Okay, power increase. Kind of worried about that, but ooh, actually, let me take a look at his deck master. I mean, that looks scary. Vermilion Sorrow. He has extended support range, increased strength for same type, so Pyro, so he's running a fire deck in the forest. Okay. Weakens certain elements. I imagine, like, weakens, spellbind, and destroys. I imagine all of this has got to be for, like, forest type enemies, like insects and such. So that's the only reason why I would think this, you know, okay. Interesting, so, Actually, what did he use last? Hang on. Spring of Rebirth. Increases Thunder, Aqua, Pyro, and Rock monsters by 500 points. Okay, then, but yeah, he's not Pyro, he's a dragon. So why don't we get rid of 2 and then... Actually, hang on. I could probably do this. This, and this. We're gonna bait out his attack with Meteor Black Dragon. Hey, Cole, how's it going, my dude? I hope you're having a fantastic night. Welcome, welcome. We're playing a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. We're doing a very hard mod called the Redux Mod. It has changed everything and made things a lot more complicated. So, we're playing with some stricter rules here. Are you ready? Well, we actually just started this duel. We did win against Maku, Tsunami, and Joey. Thanks to Joey, we did manage to end up getting ourselves a new fancy trap. We got this from Mako Tsunami, so why don't we get rid of this and add that. There you go, Tears of the Mermaid. And then that way we can go ahead and use our Meteor Black Dragon to be able to get over whatever his card is. Now, in terms of my Deckmaster ability, the only thing I have, because it's a higher level monster, I assume, I just have increased movement and level cost reduction, which are both really good, you know, for me to just zoom around the battlefield, you know, applying the pressure. And I just gotta figure out what he's actually using, that's the thing. Ukazi, okay, he's definitely run some kind of burn deck in a literal sense. Here we go. Really? You're going to attack me with that card? He's oh man, that's funny. My buddy is making you the sushi deck. Yes, the sous ships. Yep. Oh, that's such a fun that's a fun deck to play against. Sous ships. You know, this is such a unique archetype. You know. Let's see here. Oh, actually, did they get rid of a spell? Let me see. Ukazi. Okay, so I could use Gravedigger if I'm coming close to game. So, there we go. And then, Meteor Black Dragon. Go ahead and let's go ahead and do some damage with this. Let's go ahead and do some damage. My Meteor Black Dragon, a fire, funny enough. Again, a little flame versus a meteor. Yeah, meteor wins all the time. Okay, that's interesting. That's cool. That's great. Oh, I think I messed up a little bit. I keep forgetting that, you know, he can do that sort of thing. Oh, well, oops, my mistake cost me the duel. 3,600. He has 3,600s. Okay. I'm wondering how. Because that monster normally has 2,100 attack, 500 from his Deckmaster boost. Okay. I wonder what card he used to increase it to that high, though. Maybe Salamandra. It might have been Salamandra. Okay, I gotta keep an eye out for, like, his equip cards, because I know Fire definitely has a lot of unique card effects that, there we go, we got our Meteor Black Dragon again. You know, let's just put on the pressure, you know? Oh! 2 power increases! Isn't that fun? Okay, I don't know. He's got 2 power increases. What were the power increases? Spring of Rebirth. So he's got 9. It is a fire monster. He got rid of this. It's a fire monster. I imagine it's Flame Cerberus again. So I am going to actually get rid of this, and this. I'm not going to summon Meteor Black Dragon just yet. Oh, I forgot that was a fusion. Honestly, terrain boosted Chimera the Blind Mythical Beast? Okay, I can get beyond that. Oh, tremendous fire. Okay, he's gonna try to burn me. I mean, he's not chambered, thank God, but you know. Okay, I'm gonna move over here. We're gonna have the Iron Prisoner be here. Let's just go ahead and do this, and this. I know Iron Prisoner is not gonna benefit much from this attack boost, but hey, you know, I don't take damage from this card anyway, so I'm gonna move him over there. I gotta try not to make the same mistake I did by having my deck master close to where he can summon. Yeah, there we go, another power increase. I definitely want to try to get some of those power increases. Honestly, okay, that works. That surely works. Okay. Yeah, I could definitely get over him. 900 attack. Okay, again, odd choice. But I can't complain too much. Maybe I'm gonna get attack. Actually. What I could do. I know I said I wasn't going to do that again, but I can bait out some things. I could definitely bait out. Can't bait out him, but I really do want to get that Meteor Black Dragon out. Okay, so now I know he's using a monster with 2 power cards. Okay. There you go. My negate attack helped me out there. I'm in a little bit of a pickle here. If it has over 3,000 attack, I'm kind of screwed. But hey, you know what? Let's go for it. Yeah, I think I might have screwed myself over with this. Yeah, that was my bad. I got a little bit too cocky. Alright, let's see. I'm sure it's a monster with over 3,000 attack. Man, he's got a lot of power cards. My god. Yeah, is it 3,000? No! I'm surviving! Let's go! Well, I mean, if he gets any burn card, I'm pretty much dead, but this is good. This is fantastic. You know why? That's 27. Destiny draw. You don't say. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and set that right there for now. We're gonna pass turn. He's gonna move his monster over. Because my idea is, if I can just get my blue eyes out. Okay, let's see. Mesmer control. You know what? I've got an idea. I'm gonna set Mesmer control right here. Right? We're gonna try to bait out his attack because I want to. Don't you dare catch this spell. Okay. There you go. Mesmer control. Great. Fantastic. And then that way, we'll summon our blue eyes with the card that reduces his life points by half to gain for the blue eyes, and then we win the duel. At least if I'm doing my math right. Okay, let's see. There we go. Fantastic. He's at 1,400. Great. So we're going to do this and this. Force. Okay. He loses 1,650. Blue eyes gains 4,650. Blue eyes attack. Blue eyes win. I love Destiny Draw. Such a clutch mechanic. Especially with a card that I don't even have in the deck. That's amazing that this card even gets added to my deck. Woo! We got it! Let's go! And just before the break too. So we got 2 minutes before the break. Let's see if we can get Like whatever power cards he got. Let's see, F1. There we go. Let's try it. Let's see, what are we getting? What are we aiming for? That's the thing. What are we aiming for? I don't want to get that. I mean, it's too bad his power-up cards are not in the graveyard. Actually, I thought I saw... There we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and go after him. Alright. There we go. That's 2. Beans. Beans. It's kind of hard to tell which card is which. Oh, apparently I got a Vermilion Sorrow, Reaver, Meadozoa. Okay, so we got 3 cards. Okay, so we got a match. We got Meadozoa as our prize for this. Okay, interesting. Interesting. It would. Oh, okay. But such is not the case. I've only just begun. Do you think you've the power enough in mind to face me? What are you talking about? I just... Okay. So apparently, you know, yeah, we've got enough power to face him. So now our next opponent is in fact Jasper Dice Tutor. But before we do that, we actually have a break coming up, so why don't you go ahead and get yourself a snack and a nice little drink, and we'll be right back after these messages. Alright, and now we are in fact back. Hello, hello. Let's go ahead and continue with the duels as we're fighting against Grandpa Tudor, aka Jasper. I am Jasper Dice Tudor. I will show you the true meaning of power. Okay. Okay, Grandpa. Alright, let's see what you got. I'm surprised you don't have the castle. Okay. So you're probably all dark. Oops, all dark. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of some of these monsters. I do want Tyr the mermaid being there. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, what you got? Let's see, I know your deckmaster used to be the head of Exodia, but it looks like you're trying out something different. Invitation to the... What is that? Invitation to a dark sleep. So when this card is flipped face up, spellbound to return. What's your deck leader ability? Extend support range and increase strength for same type. Oh, great! So an extra 500 to spellcasters. Oh, gee, that kind of sucks. So spellcasters versus... Oh, actually, what did you get rid of? Let me see what you got rid of. Dark energy. Okay, so you got rid of Mask Sorcerer. Dark energy is only a 300 boost. The real question is, what do you have? So let's go ahead and get rid of some of these guys. We'll set you over here. So the only problem is my blue eyes is going to be at a disadvantage because, you know, I'm at light dragon in a dark terrain. Now, if I can get my, what's it called? Weather reports, or I think that's what it's called. We can go and, oh, there we go. Exactly what I wanted. Yeah, let's go ahead and put you in defense. And then set that right there. Because we want to try to get some kind of terrain advantage here. Granted, our monsters are not suitable for Wasteland, but at the very least we could change, you know, from this dark area to a somewhat controlled. There we go. Blue Eyes is unaffected. Blue Eyes is unaffected. Woo, let's go. First, we need to go ahead and choose something else. Let's put Grave Robber here. Let's see. What do you got? What'd you use? Black Pendant. Okay, Spellcaster by 500. Okay. Interesting. Terrain change. Let's go. The Illusory Gentleman. Well, what does the Illusory Gentleman have in mind? Let's see. Oh, okay, unique animation. You summon a ball of illusion. And he looks stylish doing it. See, I miss when Yu-Gi-Oh games actually did something like this, you know? Just like gave each card personality. Even though the cards themselves weren't good, oh, Solomon's Law Book. What is Solomon's Law Book? If a card has already been played from your hand, you could play another card. Ooh. Ooh, my. That is interesting. Move you over there. Move Grave Robber there. Let's go ahead and get that. Let's go ahead and get Solomon's Law Book. Can't use it right now, but the fact that we can use it shows that, yeah, we're in a good spot here. There you go, forget about coming here, forget about that guy. I got my blue eyes, white dragon, let's go! And I know my Blue Eyes is going to get stunned because of, you know, the gentleman, but I don't care. We did some damage. Let's go. Alright, and the next turn, we'll go ahead and use Solomon's Law Book. Yeah, he's definitely powering it up. Setting up a defense. So, we could probably try to get some monsters. There we go, that's what we want to see. Alright, let's go ahead and try to bait some cards out. Yeah, we're not going to take any damage from that, but let's go ahead and do this. Solomon's Law Book! Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Let's go ahead and put negate attack, I guess, right here. Okay, we got one card there. We're going to set the defenses right there. Okay, set that there. Let's go ahead and flip that face up. Ooh, okay, that was just a spell card. That's great. What was it? Dying Keto the Cure Master! Let's go! Oh, I hope we get this. I honestly hope we get this so that way we could just go and, you know, wreck house. Okay, choose the mermaid. Blue Eyes, there we go. Blue Eyes, you're fine. Let's go and Axe of Despair. You know what, might as well. Since, you know, you're a fiend. At least I hope so. Let's go ahead and do this, 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 and this. There we go. Blue extra attack might not hurt, just in case. I don't think it's going to do much of anything, but the fact that we can do something, that's the important thing. Negate attack. Let's go. Mask of Shine and Dark. He got rid of his own card. Okay. Oh, so he's got immortal cards too. My god. Alright. My life points are protected. Okay, so those are cards to worry about. See, what do we got with this? While this is in face-up defense position, spell binds all enemy warriors. That's fine, I don't run warriors. 900 attack points against warrior monsters. Again, not using warrior monsters. I think I'm fine. Alright, let's see here. Interesting choices we got going on here. Why don't we go ahead and do this, set this in defense, try to get our Blue Eyes up, and then we gotta Twos of the Mermaid. Let's move Twos of the Mermaid over. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Ooh, 3,500. That's scary. That is unfortunately scary. Okay, he's not getting tricked by my trap. Okay, Montgomery Rand. That's nice. Let's see. I'm gonna set Mesmeric Control right there. Can't really attack with a trap card, now can we? Let's move Twos of the Mermaid up. There we go, get rid of Mesmeric Control. Let's go. Da da da. Alright, 27. Let's get rid of La la la. Let's get rid of some of these cards. Oh, okay. Apparently we got Komori Dragon. No, that was Zombie Dragon. Hey, Titan, how's it going? Chad Powers. Well, I am trying to make Giga Chad moves. You know, trying to, you know, make sure that I am protected and whatnot. The heart of the cards. We actually did end up getting some of the heart of the cards. For example, like we were low on life points, and our Destiny draw is actually a card that reduces the life points of an enemy, and adds that reduction to one of my monsters. So, I am interested. I am perfectly fine. I am great. Alright, so now his mask is on Spellbound. The heart of the cards is... The heart of the Chads is right. In a manner of speaking, perhaps, yes. Let's see. Oh, we do have Meteor Black Dragon. So, let's see, what is this? Attack cards. We're gonna save that for a bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get Meteor Black Dragon out. Get rid of Moncaria Ran. Ha 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 ha! I've got a dragon. Boom! Meteor Black Dragon! Hehe, you lost 9 points. Yeah, I thought they were immortal cards, but I guess not. Alright, let's do this. And he's gaining more power, isn't that just swell? Okay, what else we got? Kororibo. We're gonna move. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I moved Karibo there. My God. Because what we're gonna do now, we're gonna try to enclose him into the space. I found the lore fact about Meteor Black Dragon interesting. Yeah, I mean, like some of the older card lore is actually really nice, and I like some of the new retrains as well. But because they're now effect monsters, they kind of lose a little bit of that charm. But that's just me. Oh, that I don't even know what I just got. I got a card, but I wish I didn't click buttons. Okay, I got something. I got a new card. Oh. Cosmo Queen. Well, at least my Karibo is protecting me, but still. The Blue Eyes White Dragon family has more raw power, but the Red Eyes Dark Black Dragon's family has considerable potential. Oh yeah, especially with some of the newer cards like Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, that one of the best fusions to have ever exist, you know, and I am scared to the fact that that has over 3,000 attack points. That is scary. Okay. 4,000. Crap basket. Crap basket. What are we to do? What are we to do? What are we to do? What do we got here? Without cards to attack. Still got that blue eyes, but still. Dang. Okay, what is this card? The Bewitching Phantom Thief. Okay. That 4,400 attack monster, though, that is really scary. My blue eyes is most likely going to perish here. So, just to try to protect myself, I'm going to retreat. Because he is still close to his deck leader, which means that he ends up getting that power boost. We need to get, you know, I'm going to toss this card out. We need to get ourselves our Blue Eyes Ultimate. That is the only thing that is actually capable of, you know, protecting us right now. And then, because that way, when I get my Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I can go ahead and summon him, flip my one monster that increases the attack power of light monsters, and kind of go from there. Because right now, we are in a scary, scary time. Because 4,400 attack points, Cosmo Queen, scary. Really, really scary. And plus it has extended range. Oh! Skull Knight! That sucked. That really sucks. Okay. You need a black dragon. Alright. Hi Yugioh, how's it going? Hope you have a fantastic night. We're getting our butts kicked by Cosmic Queen and a Skull Knight. There's our ultimate. Okay, there's our ultimate win condition. We just need 2 turns. We need to survive 2 turns. So if I get rid of 2, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move this over there. Move the Hourglass of Life right here, because this card will allow me to go ahead and spellbind an opponent's card for one turn, and while this will increase my summoning capacity to 4, next turn it will be 7, and then the turn after will be 10, which will be enough for Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So let's do this. We're gonna do our best to get rid of this card right here, because we have just enough attack. Just enough to get around it. And plus we do have Tears of the Mermaid and this guy to boost his attack power later on. So there we go. Spellbound. Let's go. I'm doing good. How about you? I am doing great. I am having the best time. I'm off tomorrow. The only obligation I have currently is just Dawnbound tomorrow. Did you hear about the Nintendo Switch 2 prices? Oh, yes, I have. First and foremost, $450, a little high for this system, but I can kind of understand. It does do 4K, 60 frames for most games, 120 on docked, which honestly, that would be fun. The only other issue that I am having with that is just more or less, what is it? Just the games, like the raising the game prices to like, what is it? Like excuse me. It's like $80, $90, 80 for digital, 90 for physical, and the physical card, like some physical cards are not even going to come on the card, they're just digital keys. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that, Sam. I am. I just do not like green eggs and ham. Alright. So next turn, we're going to summon our Blue Eyes Ultimate. Okay, there we go. This Tears of the Mermaid is going to be removed. You know, that's good. So we're going to do what is called a combination attack. So let's see, I don't know how many monsters he has, but we're gonna summon our Blue Eyes Ultimate. Alright, let's go ahead and flip Hourglass of Life. Oh, okay, I thought that was a flip effect. Never mind. Never mind. So let's go ahead and flip this guy to increase the attack power of our Blue Eyes Ultimate. Okay, since he's spellbound. Now granted, this is not enough. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Yes, it's enough. It's enough to defeat. Let's go. Let's go. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Let's go. Let's go. White Lightning Tri-Burst, whatever it's called. I don't see why companies want to push for convenience. Beans. I'm gonna drop my tea. Great, that's all shook it up. I don't see why companies are trying to push for convenience. Shouldn't convenience be a choice? You would think, but the number one priority in a lot of companies, especially video game companies, is the profit. Now, there are some companies that will chase profit while at the same time be pro-consumer. Nintendo used to be like that once upon a time, especially with Reggie and the late, I'm going to butcher his name, but the late CEO of Nintendo. And it just kind of like, they are trying to, at least at this point, get the most amount of money for the least amount of work, you know? Like, the entire bundle, like for the Switch 2 stuff, like if you're talking like camera, the accessories, everything, $1,000. And especially now with tariffs that are being implemented for the Switch 2, I can easily see the Switch 2 being easily $670. Because Nintendo wants to get the full money for their console. So they're going to start charging it that high for the States, or at least that's what I think. At least $600+. And a lot of people are not going to spend $600+ on a Switch. I mean, when they could just buy a cheap PC and get much more conveniences out of it. Shouldn't they be helping EAs and Activision's Corpo BS and line side of the tariffs? Well, I mean, the thing is, companies are going to adapt around the tariffs one way or another. There's no getting around that. And that's the problem. That's another problem. Now, I'm not into politics. I don't do politics on this channel or whatnot, so I'm not going to go too deep into American politics. But at least from my understanding, because tariffs have been implemented, that means imports are going to cost so much more to ship out to us, which means that it's higher cost for us in the long run. And we already know how greedy companies can get, especially when it comes to any sort of good, whether it be digital or physical. So companies will find a reason to increase the price, and if a lot of people buy into it, that's going to set a bad precedent. It means we are accepting this price. We are accepting, oh hey, you want to charge $90 for this? Yeah, we'll pay for that. Yeah, and I think that crowd, the people who are willing to pay $90 for that, there's like two different types of people: the hardcore fans and families that are just trying to buy things for their family, like for kids and whatnot. But even then, there's a scoff price. A scoff price means like when you ever go into a store, you're like, oh yeah, this looks interesting, and then take a look at the price and just, oh, it's that much? Probably not. The scoffing. You scoff at the idea of spending that much. I think that mindset is going to keep the Switch 2 from being sold, especially if they're going to raise the price of the Switch 2 for the US. It's just absolutely crazy, man. Let's see. Let's go ahead and Spellbound in Circle. Let's go. I want more. Give me Spellbound in Circles. That's not Spellbound in Circle. No. Yeah, there we go. One more Spellbound in Circle. Let's go. Woo! Spellbound in Circle. And we got Mirror Force. Heck yes, Mirror Force. Let's go. Is accountability so lacking everywhere, especially in video games and social media? Yeah, like if companies can get away with something, like the old expression goes, you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And video game companies will take advantage of the consumer if they could get away with it. Now, there are some video game companies and developers that are pro-consumer that will listen to communities. It's just, yeah, it's a tough subject. I was planning on buying it around the holidays, but now I feel unsure. NeoJ, I would say if you like Nintendo and want to play Nintendo games on official hardware, you go right ahead and do that, my dude. Like, that is entirely up to you and your preference. As someone who is also careful with money, because I can't spend like $600 to $1,000+ on consoles. So if we're talking like, monetary kind of like suggestion, wait until the Switch, like the new Switch 2, gets a different version, kind of like they've been doing like with the OLED Switch. So once they release like the newer version of the Switch, the older one gets cheaper over time, and that $450, is going to go down to say maybe $350 or maybe even $300, depending on some circumstance. Wait for a sale. Honestly, if you're unsure about the price, wait for a sale and just take advantage of anything that you can. Take advantage of any sale that you can find. And granted, online stores can't really help you there because Nintendo never, and I mean never, lowers their prices for first-party games. So if you could find like a GameStop or something that is selling Switch 2 games and you can find like used copies for cheap, just buy those. I know it's going to be hard because GameStops are going out of business, or at least I think they're going out of business. Mine shut down not too long ago. It's just kind of like, think about like how much money is it going to be? Set aside, okay, do I have enough money to pay for this thing? If yes, go for it. Just have fun. That's the important thing. If you want to play a Nintendo console, go for it, my dude. Have fun. But if you are worried about money like I am, think about how much is going to be, right now, and how much you're going to be spending versus later. Yes, you'll have to wait a little bit longer, but it could be significantly cheaper then, Funny enough, I just met Godbound players who named a custom greater gift that was dubbed Let's see, after the Mirror Force card. Interesting. Interesting. And it's a good thing we did get Mirror Force, because I do like myself some Mirror Force. And speaking of such, let's take a look at that Mirror Force. Alright, so we got Spellbinding Circle. Disposable trap that spellbinds the activated enemy card for 3 turns and reduces strength by 600. That's really nice. That's really cool. Oh, and we have Reincarnation now. There you go. Yeah, the link works, but yeah, just go ahead and, as a screenshot, okay, go ahead and post it in the Discord, but my dude, because that way I can just see it later, you know. Discord links, you know, it gets a little bit messy in the chat. So go ahead and take a look. Not take a look. Yeah, just put it in the general chat or wherever. I'll take a look at it later, and then I'll take your word for it. You know. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at Mirror Force. Disposable trap. It's a full range trap, which is great. Disposable trap that triggers when an enemy initiates attack against your leader or other cards on the field. Destroys every one of your opponent's attack position cards on the field. Heck yeah, it's 99, but it's well worth it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of something. Let's see, let's get rid of Dark Energy and Axe of Despair. We're going to replace it with Spellbinding Circle and Mirror Force. Because, my god, I do... Oh, yeah, that's right. What am I going to get rid of? That's the question, because I do want some good cards. But on the bright side, at least I have Steam that plays as a discount paradise. Absolutely, Steam is one of the best platforms for gaming. You know, like it constantly has sales. You know, you could gift people games. You know, usually for cheaper. You know, in some games, you know, you can play online without need to pay for the subscription. You can mod these games. You can do whatever. Because while technically game companies are like, oh, you don't own the games now, you know, don't get used to owning your games, Steam is one of the few places where it feels like built for the consumer. And while I can't really say too much about Valve because I don't know much about their business practices, they seem like they know what they're doing, they know their audience. Another Blue Eyes. I already have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. Why? I already have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. I don't need 6. Gosh dang it. Now I have 5 Blue Eyes White Dragon that I can't get rid of. Motion creature though, it's actually pretty interesting. Transforms stuff into crushed terrain, but still, oh, man, that kind of sucks. But anyway, so I actually lost my train of thought because of that card. Anyway, so let's see. Did I get anything else? Let me see here. Harpy's Lady Dragon is a dragon. That dragon stuff. What is this? That's Winged Beast, not dragon. Millennium Shield. Let's see. All your monsters will receive 1,000 bonus for their to their defense. Honestly, that 1,000 defense actually might do something. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get rid of some cards that are about that much in quality. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Replace it with Millennium Shield, because if we could just gain some defense, 1099. Yep, yep, we got it. 1099. Are you trying to create a Kaiba deck? I've never actually watched the show or played the card game. Yes and no. When it comes to this game, the rules are severely different than that of the show. Duelist of Roses takes the Yu-Gi-Oh card game and turns into a tactical strategy game where you have, like, if you've ever played Magic the Gathering and Commander style, it's pretty similar to that. You have one card that you have as your commander, and you have, like, your different units acting as, infantry and fodder, or even generals, Let me go back to the deck. Each card can get ranks, like you can earn ranks, like for instance, my Blue Eyes White Dragon is a Secretary of Defense, and because of that, he gains abilities. As a deck master, he gets increased movement, and any dragons that I have in my deck has reduced level cost, meaning that instead of level 8 Blue Eyes White Dragon, he is actually a level 6, which means I'd be able to summon him a lot easier versus any other, type of card. And dragons and Yu-Gi-Oh, especially the old Yu-Gi-Oh, are some of the most well supported and broken cards in the game, both in this and in the such, because Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is 4,500 attack. Most cards, even with power-ups, can't even reach 4,500. So we were kind of in a strong spot. However, Bakura looks like he's going to be difficult. It's a screenshot. Yeah, I know it's a screenshot, bud. And let's see. And multiple Blue Eyes White Dragons can speed along your. Oh, absolutely, that is correct, Titan. Yeah, we've already gone through like the grinding to get Secretary of Defense. A tactical RPG card game. Now that's interesting right there. If you think that's interesting, wait till we get into the battle, because not only is this this is not even the vanilla game. This is the Redux mod. This is a very hard mod. Granted, you do have more conveniences, like deck clears get their ranks a lot faster, some of the effects are more balanced, and like some effects have been added. So everything has been changed, from the terrain to the cards to how they work and everything. It makes it a whole lot easier. Is this game more forgiving than base Forbidden Memories? I would say it's definitely more forgiving. It's definitely more forgiving, as it's like a lot better balanced, quote unquote. With the Redux mod, yeah, the Redux mod changes everything. It makes the game a lot harder, but it makes it a fun challenge. So you're the one they call the Rose Duelist. I am Bakura, the Bernatang card warrior. There was a time when some knew me as Jackade or Mortimer. You stand on Celt soil where card dueling has been passed on for generations. In particular, my family has mastered the art of the dark duel. Well, shall we begin? Alright, let's see what base he has. Let's see, I imagine it's a crush card base because of the, Yep, actually Dark Mountain is great. Because we have dragons and we're focused on a dragon strategy, Mountain is amazing. And he does have a few crush card terrains, but let's be real, Mountains are where it's at. That's the one we need. And look at that. We got Spellbinding Circle almost immediately. So we're gonna move that along right over here. He's got Serpent Night Dragon as his deck later, and I'm scared about that. I need to see what cards he was using for this. So let's see, what did he use? Dragon Treasure. Okay, so he's a dragon duelist as well. 500s and Nails of Bane. Okay, so he's got a dark dragon. So I'm thinking what he has is a Red Eyes Meadow Dragon. Have you ever watched Claymore? I have never heard of Claymore, but Claymores are one of my favorite medieval weapons. So what is it about, Jenny? What is Claymore about? It sounds like a medieval fantasy kind of show, you know? Let's try to bait some of this out. Alright, we're going to move Spellbinding Circle right here. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's see here. Okay, let's go ahead and put Karibo here. And we are going to go ahead and see what he has. Spellbound. Alright. Darkland Fire Drake, that's fine. You know, Fire Dragon, whatever. Not too powerful of a monster. Not really worried about that. 2000 beater, you know, level 2 actually sounds kind of dope. Not gonna lie. All right, let's see here. As long as he doesn't have 4,000 attack, I can go ahead and do this. Summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon right here, and then attack him for a lot of damage for 3,500. Let's go. 3,500 damage. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. And then if he attacks this guy, then he is going to lose 600 attack. There we go. Spellbinding Circle. And Bakura is going to lose next turn. He is most certainly going to lose next turn. Alright, let's do this. So, let's go ahead and move him right there. Actually, you know. Sorry, Bakura, you're done. And actually, I do want that Blackland Fire Dragon. Because it is a dragon, you know, he is level 2 and has reduced costs. So, we won. That was one of the easiest duels we've had so far. Nice. Alright, let's see. Can we get the Fire Dragon? Yes, we can. So, the only card we can get is the Fire Dragon. So let's try to get the Fire Dragon. That's not 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 the Fire Dragon. Claymore is about Claire, the MC fighting off demons known as Yoma, and trying to find her mother killer. Ooh, I do like revenge stories where the child ends up, you know, or adult, whatever they end up being, tries to find the secrets as to, you know, the mysteries that is the traumatic event. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, okay, there we go. Got that one. Alright, next one. No. No. Nope. Yeah, we got that. Okay, we need one more. We need... Woo! We got it. Blackland Fire Dragon. Royal Decree. Let's go. Royal Decree. Stopping all the traps. I think that's how that works. I think that's how that works in this version of the game. But Royal Decree, such a fantastic card. And we got another dragon. No way! I warn you, your next field of battle will be your last. Be prepared to meet your maker. Hey, we got another rose card. We need one more. And I know exactly who we're fighting. Yugi freaking Yeah, Yugi. 1,600. He's got a 1,600 deck cost. Let's take a look at Royal Decree. Permanent trap that triggers against any activated trap card and nullifies the effect. I like Royal Decree. Royal Decree is a fun card. Let's go ahead and get rid of... Let's get rid of Fire Snake. Fire Snake is useless. Okay. We got rid of that, so let's go ahead and get rid of another card that is just kind of there. Key Mice. Yeah, we don't really need that. Blackland Fire Dragon. Nice. It's a dragon. It's nice. We good. Alright, there we go. Alright, we got a lot. We got a lot of power cards here. Oh, I forgot. There we go. Now we're fighting against Yugimoto, the king of games, or in a literal sense in this case, because he's also a king. King Henry Tudor. Alright, let's do this. So you finally come to face me, Duelist. I hope you're as good as they say, because the better the Duelist, the better my game. Get your game on. Hey, no. Don't stand my line, Yugs. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Storm in the castle. Let's do this. Ooh, Royal Decree. Let's go. Would be funny if the MC of an isekai was literally a squid. Look, Jay, I know you're joking, but there's an isekai for everything now. There's an isekai that you turn into a vending machine. There's an isekai where you turn into a sword. I'm sure someone out there has made an isekai where you turn into a squid. Or an octopus, or something to that effect. So, I don't know. I'm just saying. Let's go ahead and put Royal Decree in the corner here because we do like ourselves a free, I mean free, way to get rid of all traps. So yeah, full range, continue. It's a permanent trap, yep. Permanent trap, let's do this. No spellbinding circle, none of that shenaniganery. Let's go ahead and toss these away because we don't need them. Alright. Let's go, Yugi. You think you can beat me? You think you can beat me? I've got... Look, you're not the king right now. I'm the king. I've got the Royal Decree here. Blue Eyes Ultimate, let's go. It's time to... Let's go! Yes, we shall duel to our heart's content. Does Royal Decree trigger on its own? Let's see. A permanent trap that triggers against any trap card and nullifies it. Okay, good. So, let's do this. Alright, here we go. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Yugi cannot beat this card. Because I'm sure he's going to have a lot of traps. What was that? That was not a trap. Swords of Revealing Light. We got rid of the Swords of Revealing Light. Oh my goodness. That is funny. That's so funny. And I keep forgetting to leave not to leave myself open. And he's got Swords of Revealing Light again. Oh, great. Great. Oh, he's not attacking. Okay. So. Retrieve a spell card from any. Interesting. So if I just did this. Set that there. I'm gonna have Swords of Reveal. I'm gonna use Gravedigger. No, that's not. I'm gonna use Gravedigger to go ahead and steal his Swords of Revealing Light. The only reason why I know Yu-Gi-Oh is because of one episode of the Abridged series and many memes. Yes, Little Karibo is such a icon in terms of attack and defense. He is the meme. He is the original Abridged series guy. He knows how to make a bridge series. And I think he's still making Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, if I'm not mistaken. I probably am, but you never know. Karibo monsters can be mimetic. Anyway, yes, it can certainly be mimetic. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. Fiend Sword versus Magician of Faith. I obviously win this. There we go. So I got Swords of Revealing Light for later. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon! Let's go and stop this trap card. What was it? Spellbinding Circle. Let's go. Let's go, Yugi. You can't trick me. You can't fool me into this false sense of security. I'm winning this. Your trap cards are useless against me, sir. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. I'm scared. I'm scared. What did he just use? What did he use? What did he use? He used 2 black pendants and this. So whatever he had, he gained 1300 attack and defense, but wasn't high enough to get rid of Blue Eyes Ultimate. At least not that I notice. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see. There we go. Turn count for him. Let's see if we can get ourselves that card. All right. Let's see what this is. Dark Magician Girl. Just not enough. Not enough. Oh man, that's so funny. That is so funny. Yeah, I know my Blue Eyes Ultimate is spellbound, but we got rid of Dark Magician Girl. We got rid of her. And when this card is flipped face up, it is increased by 500 points for every Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl found in the graveyards. She almost got me, but the thing is, he doesn't have any Dark Magician cards in the graveyard. So she could have been dangerous, but because Yugi or I didn't, see any Dark Magicians, I think we good. I think we're cooking here. X gonna give it to ya. X gonna give it to ya. Let's do this. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Meteor Black Dragon. Oh my gosh, Dark Magician and Meteor Black Dragon crashes. Oh my goodness. Mutually assured destruction. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Wow, okay. So, it's mad, very mad. Alright, Dark Magician, let's see your special effect. You are Yugi's frontline monster. Oh, okay, special animation. We love it. Dark Magic Attack! Both of them crash into each other. Let's go. Yugi's ace monster is no longer ace. Yeah, it's such a powerful. Yep. This is a timeline. This is a timeline. Yeah. Best part is, Yugi can't do anything to stop me. Do 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 do. All right, let's do this. Off topic, my first ever challenge run was fist only weapons in Nier Automata. Honestly, kudos to you. Like any type of fist only challenge is so it's so difficult to do. You know, it is pretty difficult to end up doing a challenge like that. So I am commending you for that. My God. I tried to do a no weapons challenge for a couple of games in the past. Like spending hours just punching stuff and just kind of like literally hitting a brick wall and sometimes. He's evolving! Nice. Ryukishin. Oh. Just regular Ryukishin. I thought it was Ryukishin powered. Okay, that sucks. Okay. There we go. Starboy! I need... Okay, Fiend Sword, you get over here. You're being replaced. Alright, here we go. Starboy! Alright. Pharaoh Imp. Pharaoh Imp. Yugi's running out of ideas. Granted that there are some sections that you can't do without the gun, but for the most part it was a very fun challenge. Yes, and that's what's important, you know, just having fun with the challenges. Because, like, there's a game that you could just play over and over and have a good time, but it's another to play the game in a different mindset and in a different way that kind of gives you a newfound appreciation for the systems that are implemented, you know? Yugi is gonna lose it. Oh, I got anti-spell fragrance. Okay, let's go. I mean, it fuses two different songs together. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it does. It really does. All right, I'm gonna move you right there. All right. I am going to... Yugi cannot activate his trap cards, which means he does have a trap card here somewhere. Ooh, interesting. So Yugi's got a trap card that he's not showing everyone. I'm curious, is this a trap card? Is this your trap card? Royal Decree negates it. Let's go. What was it? What was it? This was Mirror Force. I stopped Yugi's Mirror Force. Boy, that is so awesome. That's so good. Alright, here we go. We're going to attack directly, and we automatically win because he has no more summoning zones. Let's go. And so, we won. We beat Yugimoto. Nice. Nice. And Dark Prisoner got promoted. Isn't that wonderful? Alright. Our spoils here. We get some spoils. I'm thinking we get Spellbinding Circle again, because I like having more than one copy. Let's go. That's not a copy. That's not a copy. That's not a copy. Dark Magician, though, is actually kind of nice. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. We got Spellbinding. Okay, we got another Spellbinding. Come on. Nope. Nope, that's not Spellbinding. There we go. Let's go. We got Spellbinding and Black Luster Soldier. Let's go. Now I am Epic Duel Master, but there's one more challenge. We're not going to be able to get to it tonight because we are ending the stream here soon, because we are at time, but we do have one more challenge. We'll get through the story event and then we'll call it a night. I lose. Know you this. Although the rose cards are lost to me, I shall not falter from my cause. On the graves of my Celtic ancestors, I swear that I will one day rule over all of England. Woo! Awesome, awesome. You now have all the rose cards. It is time to head for Stonehenge. Oh, Albion would be returned. You delayed the invasion. Yes, I did delay the invasion. That's for sure. The ritual is complete. The power, the reward. With the power of the cards behind us, all will be ours for the taking. The time has come to realize the dreams of our ancestors. And here is the video game exclusive villain in the series.
Long have I waited for this day. You are the ones responsible for this. First, you dare to summon my sleeping brother from his eternal resting place in the sands of Egypt, using him duel after duel. And then you dare to seal him away again? Unforgivable.
It looks like I failed again.
Hold your tongue. There's no room for excuses. Nothing escapes my eyes. I demand justice. I shall feed on you and your kind. On every last one of you who exists on this miserable planet.
It's up to you, Duelist. This evil that awakened can only be laid to rest by you. Only by defeating this vile creature will you be able to undo the summoning. At least that's what the legends say.
Quiet, mortal. It is time to avenge my brother.
Not today. We're not doing any avenging today. But we will, however, save. Alright, friends. This is where we're going to call it tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up here tonight. Thank you, Titan. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, DOJ, for showing up, having a good time. I hope everyone can be here for tomorrow when we actually do more of Dawnbound. Because our party is going to be meeting Mother. And any iteration of setup would be understandable why you get away with it, which makes this boss harder to stop. Especially in this version. He's even harder. But anyway, friends, I hope you had a good night. Now it's time for the outro. If you haven't already, go hit that follow button on Twitch end, or if you're watching from YouTube, go hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And if you want, you could also head to our Discord. I'll go ahead and put my notification Discord. There we go. You can also head to my Discord if you want to go ahead and participate in polls, chat with us, or, you get to decide on what stream we do for Fridays. I'm a .hack YouTuber. I upload .hack topic for .hack people. And so, yeah, I hope all of you have a good night. Stay classy, stay beautiful, but most importantly, be kind to each other. Bye-bye, guys.